back to Ava'S Flava. I'm Ava, and on today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make a creamy, cheesy, delicious broccoli cheddar soup. Okay? And since the temperature is dropping outside, that doesn't mean the temperature has to drop in your mouth. Okay? So, this is a perfect time of year to make some delicious soup and wear your grandpa sweaters. That's what I got. Okay? So let me show you what you're going to need. Okay, so first what you're going to need is roughly about 3 cups of yellow and white sharp cheddar cheese, 4 cups of chicken broth, okay, about 2 pounds of broccoli, and also the stems too. Okay, and Ava'S favorite, about 1 medium onion diced. 2 grated carrots, 2 minced garlic cloves, 5 tablespoons of flour, okay, 5 tablespoons of butter, butter, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, okay, and 1 cup of heavy cream. Okay, so first what you're going to do is take your 5 tablespoons of butter and we're going to start melting it. Okay, so, oh, my heat's on about medium-high, by the way, and now that the butter is melted, I'm going to dump in some onions. I can smell them. They smell delicious. You smell them, Chavo? Okay, so we're going to dump those in, and we're going to dump in our broccoli stems. Now, you gotta make sure you use the broccoli stems because they're delicious and they hold a lot of the broccoli flavor, okay? So when I tell you I'm making broccoli soup, I ain't messing around. I'm using the whole broccoli. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this around for about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so now it's cooked for about 5 minutes, and also the reason why I went ahead and added the stems of the broccoli is because they take a little bit longer to cook, so I had to get a head start on it. So now I'm going to dump in the 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and the 2 garlic cloves, okay? And then I'm going to mix that around for about 30 seconds. Okay, so once you start to smell that garlic, then we're going to dump in our 5 tablespoons of flour and just mix this around, and we're going to cook this for about a minute. Okay, so now that our flour is cooked for about a minute, we're going to slowly add in our chicken broth and whisk as we do that, so that way we clear out some of the lumps. Okay, so you're just going to keep doing this, and we just made a Johnny Roo. Okay, so it's starting to thicken beautifully, and now we're going to add in our about 2 pounds of broccoli florets here. Okay, maybe it wasn't a good idea to wear a sweater while you are cooking the hot soup. I'm sweating. Okay, so you're going to add in your carrots, and then we are going to mix this around really good, and we're going to let this simmer. We're going to drop it down to a simmer and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or so. Okay, guys, it looks beautiful, but I'm going to, depending on how chunky you like your stuff, your soup, you can leave it like this, or you can, I'm going to get like 2 cups out of here and puree it in my food processor, and that's just cheese that I shredded earlier, so it's not dirty. Put this in here and puree it, maybe a little bit more. And also, suggestion would be to prep all this stuff the night before, okay? Because it's a lot of prep, but no one ever said prepping was easy. Okay, so I'm just going to puree this and then dump it back in here. Okay, so now that it's nice and pureed, I'm just going to dump it back in here. And if you have an immersion blender, that would be nice, because then you could just stick it in there and puree away. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I think that's good enough. I like some chunks in there. I like them chunky like I like my hubby. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the cup of heavy cream. Okay, and I'm gonna add all this yummy cheese and just mix this around until all that cheese is melted, and then we're gonna eat it. Okay, guys, here it is. It's broccoli and extra cheesy. It's beautiful and it is super stinking delicious, okay? My notorious TIP would be to not wear a sweater while you're cooking soup. And also, get a bread bowl, one of those big like sourdough bread bowls, cut out the middle and dump it in there. Even better, okay? So now that my underarms are a little sweaty, I'm gonna dive into this soup and I'm gonna take a bite, okay? See, oh, and sprinkle some extra cheese on there for garnish too. And my sister, this was a request from my sis, so this is for you, sis. Cheers. It's a little hot, but it's so good. It's so worth it. Woo, it's heating up my mouth. Woo! Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Check out my Ava'S Flava Facebook page and like it. And share it with your friends. That'd be cool. And also subscribe to me on YouTube, okay? Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!